One of the things that I've been asked over the years is what kind of marketing is ideal for landscaping businesses? And there's definitely a lot to this question. There's some things that apply to multiple different types of businesses. There's also things that work more effectively just for landscaping businesses. But today we're going to break down different types of marketing, what results you can expect, and how to really have the mindset for success around your marketing. Because when you use the Landscape Marketing Hero process, which is the CEO method of consistent branding, effective sales, and operational habits, you will continue to see your business grow. And so that first pillar in our method, the consistent branding, is a huge piece of what's going to help you grow and attract the right customers, bring in the right employees. And so on today's show, we're going to talk all about all these different types of marketing that will be ideal for your business. I'm Gabe Arnold, and this is the Green Mountain Podcast. We are the champions who brave the elements to create beauty. We see chaos and create order. We are never afraid of hard work, and we understand the power of strategic thinking and intentional actions. We come from all walks of life, and we will never allow our past to determine our future potential. We create beauty around the homes of our customers and increase the value of our community with the work that we do every day. We understand the power of consistent branding because it helps us grow and serve all those around us. We practice effective sales so our company, employees, and community can benefit from the value we add. We intentionally invest in operational habits that help us deliver excellent results to our customers on a continual basis. We understand that powerful and beautiful things take time to grow, and with consistent watering and intention, amazing results can happen. We are committed to making the world a better place by being positive examples to all those around us. We don't allow anyone to look down on us because we know the value we bring to our community as leaders. We create positive workplaces for our employees so they feel safe and supported, and at the same time, we hold ourselves to high standards. We pursue excellence on a daily basis because we know the journey is worth the sacrifice. We are the protectors of the land. We are the guardians of beauty. We are the heroes. We are landscapers. So as we think about consistent branding for your business, there's two different types of leads that you're going to get. The first is inbound. That's when somebody hears about you or sees your content marketing or sees your advertising and they reach out to you. And the second is outbound, where you're reaching out, you're trying to contact new prospects, you're trying to directly get their attention. And those are essentially the two different types of leads that you'll get, inbound leads versus outbound leads. And in the beginning, it's very common when we're starting our business, or even if we're a year or two old or whatever it might be, at that point, it's really important to focus on outbound, of putting door hangers out there, making phone calls, like really networking and trying to get in front of as many prospects as possible. Because in early stages of our businesses, we have to really push hard. We have to get the momentum going in our marketing. Once you've done that, though, and you have a good base of customers and you're profitable, like we talked about earlier this week on the show, that's when you start to shift over time and money and resources to creating great content, investing in advertising, and doing all the things that are going to bring you inbound leads. Because the difference between an inbound and an outbound, lead, or like a cold, lead that you're reaching out to, is if it's inbound and somebody saw your Facebook post, they saw your advertising, they saw your trucks, and they call you, they're already raising their hand and saying, I have a need, I want to learn more about your services, and it's a lot faster sales process. With outbound, it's a longer process because you're trying to just essentially kind of kick up the weeds and figure out who in the area needs your services, and you're reaching out to them. Both of them should be employed for the long term, because it's always good to have some outbound, lead generation and sales work going on. But in the long run, it's ideal if you can get about 80% of your leads to be inbound. And so inbound marketing, content marketing, all the things will really build your brand in your community is a big piece of what's going to, deliver those inbound leads. The second thing to really pay attention to as you think about like what marketing is ideal for your landscaping company is to don't ever rely on a single channel. Some businesses, some of our clients who have landscaping businesses that we've talked to say, well, I just get all referrals. And referrals are awesome. They're some of the best leads you can get, but there's not a control on that the same way as other inbound channels. Because if you ask your customers for referrals every couple months, as you should, they're only going to know a handful of people. They're only going to be able to get you to a certain point. And so while they're really high quality leads, in most cases, you can't scale that very easily. So that's an example of just if you only depended on that single channel of referrals, your growth is going to stagnate. It's going to be hard to scale the business to, $1 million and 5 million and 10 million and as high as you want to go if you just rely on that. The same thing applies if you're only relying on social media and you're just posting there and that's the place that you get all your leads, or you're just doing Facebook advertising. Anytime you rely on a single channel, you're setting your business up for failure because something is going to change. You're going to run out of referrals to keep you growing. Facebook is going to change their algorithm or how they operate, and people aren't going to see your posts. If you're doing, just Google advertising and Google makes a change, your cost per lead could go way up. Again, if you're just relying on a single platform, you're creating huge risk for your business. So whenever you start marketing and whatever type of marketing you do choose to invest in, make sure you at least have 2 different channels that you're using so you have some stability, and then ultimately layer on additional channels like direct mail and radio and television and email marketing and social and outdoor advertising. There's so many different channels you can use, but the lesson for today is don't rely on a single channel because it will change. You will have challenges with it. And if your lead flow drops off, then you can't continue to grow the business. The other thing to really consider as you're asking yourself, what's really the ideal marketing for my landscaping business, is build a plan like we talked about at the beginning of this week, and then test it for 3 to 6 months and then make updates. If you test, posting on social media every day and running Facebook ads and using yard signs, we'll say, or using radio, because radio is really affordable in almost all markets these days. If you test those for 3 months, then you can look at your results and say, which one was working the best? Which one should I, adjust? And if let's say that your marketing budget was $2,000 a month, when you review the channels that you're in, the different marketing activities and strategies that you're using, and you see that, radio is producing well, but Facebook advertising is not producing as well, then the goal is to just shift money inside of that budget. You never actually want to cut your budget down or, God forbid, stop your marketing, because if you stop your marketing when you're busy or when you don't think it's working, all you're doing is stealing work and business and growth from yourself in the future. Our goal is to make marketing a continual investment that we always optimized and we keep working on and keep getting better and better, but we never want to make big cuts to our marketing budget. We want to incrementally build it up, and we never want to stop. Stopping marketing is what I've seen, folks make a huge mistake with because they're super busy and they're like, why am I marketing? I'm getting leads I can't even handle. If you stop that, then you have to build up again. You have to re-go through an optimization process. You have to do a bunch of things that are unnecessary, and it's better to leave some work on the table than it is to cut off marketing and create challenges for yourself. So my encouragement to you today is ask yourself, what is my mix right now? Am I getting more inbound leads of people asking for me for quotes and information, or am I doing more outbound? And what does that mixture look like? And then the second thing is ask yourself, how can I be in multiple channels, not just depend on one channel for the leads that I get? And then the third thing is build a simple plan of we're going to try these 2 or 3 marketing channels. We're going to set this budget that I can afford all year, no matter what, and then implement that plan and then review it. When you're starting between 3 and 6 months, review it and make those adjustments. You can obviously watch it every month, but commit to it and stick to your plan for 3 to 6 months, because that's how long it's going to take that snowball to build, those results to come in, and then make your updates and make adjustments. But be consistent in your marketing and you will consistently grow your business. If you have any questions or need any help with your marketing, even if you just want to have a conversation and I can share with you what I'd recommend for your business, even if you're doing it internally or working with somebody else right now, I'd love to talk to you. You can reach out at landscapemarketinghero.com. I appreciate you taking time to tune in today and look forward to seeing you on next week's show. If you're ready to begin your journey up the Green Mountain, where we show you how to build a low-stress, high-profit, $10 million per year landscaping company, then head over to landscapemarketinghero.com to download your free growth map. One of our guides will be there to help you along the way. Again, that's landscapemarketinghero.com.